You guys can start introducing yourself.
Okay, my name's Anushka Bhatt and I'm a junior.
I'm Alana Mathur. I'm also a junior.
And I'm Cheryl Lim, and I'm a senior, and we are the officers of Ronald McDonald House Club.
Great. Well, as a new member to service, I would like to know, what events does your club hold before quarantine?
Prior to quarantine, we had hospital visits to NUH, which houses a children's ward that's in association with RMHC, the organization. So we would go to the hospital once a month for about 2 to 3 hours and hang out with the kids in the ward, bring them snacks, play games with them, and just try to cheer them up a little.
So, how often does your club meet again? Do you have your visits weekly, or do you have it once a while?
We have our hospital visits once a month because it's what that's the current relationship and timing schedule that we've arranged with Esther and Dr. Oskins. But our club does meet on around like a weekly to 2-week basis, depending on how many events we have coming up and the amount of information we need to give our members.
Right. Are you guys looking to expand your times of visits to maybe shorter, to multiple times a month, or are you guys content with your scheduling right now, which is just once a month?
We're happy with what we have, but seeing that we have a lot of members this year who were not able to go because of scheduling difficulties, I think we talked about increasing the visits maybe by 2 or 3 more times so more people can go.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Well then, any one of you guys can take this, but what's your favorite memory with Ronald McDonald House?
I think just going to the hospital and like interacting with everyone that was there. Everyone was just we just always had such a good time, and it was just so fun. Like, it didn't feel like we were doing service. It was like a very memorable 2 hours each time, and we got to meet so many different people each time, obviously, because it keeps changing in the hospital. So I think that was definitely a very strong memory for us.
I think another memory, I'm pretty sure it was the 3 of us. I remember there's this one specific time where we were there and there were 2 little girls who were there in the hospital because I think one of their baby brothers was sick. And I just remember that they were extremely funny and very fun to play around with.
That was
We ran around the playground for like a whole 1 hour with them.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they were very
When
sweet.
they allow us to go outside. They have an interesting relationship with Dr. Oskins. Some of them.
That sounds super fun. So, well, in your hospital visits, you just go and hang out with the kids there, just do like a lot of things, kind of have fun activities with them to lift their moods up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That sounds very
Yes.
fun. Well then, as a member who is interested in joining your club, do you have any member requirements? As in, like, do you need to know anything or do anything in order to join Ronald McDonald House, or what's the status?
We do have some vaccines you need to be able to be approved by the hospital. Most of them generally should be done because you're able to go to the school, but we do have a couple which need to get done, like additional to normal ones. But other than that, as long as your vaccines are done, it's just really fun.
Yeah, and like even if your parents say wouldn't allow you to go to the hospital, we are working on more indirect service activities. So you could still join the club and be able to participate as an active member. The only requirement you need to go to the hospital, like Anushka said, is to show us your vaccine records, and we'll send them to Esther, get them approved, and then once they're approved, you're free to go.